Hi everybody. Alright, so today I'm bringing you guys a quick video. I am doing a glue-in. I know that glue-ins get a lot of bad names. It has a bad rep. People think it takes your hair out, X, Y, and Z. But I'm doing a glue-in because it's my hair and I want to do a glue-in. There's not another style that's more natural to me, that looks better to me, that's easier to do. And I was in a bit of a rush this day. I literally woke up that morning and I just decided to wash my hair because my scalp was itching so bad from my previous hairstyle. I had tried to braid it and I wasn't feeling it. So here you got these few clips of me washing my hair. I shampooed it with some design essentials, went in with the conditioner and a hair mask. I let it set off camera when I applied the hair mask. Rinsed it out thoroughly in the sink, detangled it with my fingers mostly, used a comb there at the end to get the kinks out, and I moved immediately into blow drying. I'm watching this video now and I realized that I did not apply any heat protectant spray, and that's not my normal step. Normally I will go in with some type of heat protectant. Look at that single strand knot. Look at that. And disclaimer, I'm aware that my hair has heat damage. Like, I know that the leave out section of my hair has heat damage. I see it. I know it's there. I'm working on cutting it out. However, the back of my hair is fully natural. The rest of my hair is fully natural. I would say it's like 4A, 4B. Definitely not 4C, but it gets kinky, especially when wet. So I'm going through my blow dryer. I put my hair in 4 sections because for this style, I had intended to press my hair out and wear it out naturally. So I think I went in with some Jamaican black castor oil, even though I didn't use the heat protectant. I want to say that's the only oil I went in, and I did that off camera as well. So going through with the blow dryer, just making sure my scalp is fully dry before I put the flat iron on it or any type of extra heat, because that sizzle just hurts. I hate it. And at this part right here in the mirror, I'm looking back in the camera because I'm realizing that my ends are so bad. They're so nasty looking. Look at that. They're just see-through. So after blow drying, I did go in with a flat iron and I pressed my hair out root to tip really good, and I clipped it. You're going to see it in the next clip. I gave myself a good end clipping. I think I want to say I cut 1.5 inches, and there it is. Yes, I had to cut those ends. You can actually see that I had layers before, so I just went back in and cleaned up my layers. I put them more in. I think I have 4 layers, something like that. I'm not a professional at all, but I had to clean up those ends. Look at the ponytail. It looks so healthy now. Just look at it. Like, it did not look like that when I first blow dried it at all. And I actually, right there, I looked in the camera and I seen that I had another dead end. It was just, you can feel it. Like, when you comb in your hair, you can feel those dead ends. And it doesn't feel nice. It snags. The comb gets stuck. So I went in and I cut it. Clipped it right on off. Now you see me putting my hair up into a ponytail because I'm going to start in the back. And when you're doing an old school traditional glue-in, I think we've all done this. You don't need a tutorial. It's easy. You literally just part out the hair, the section of hair to begin with, and then you're going to cut and measure your track. So you want to have a very clean part, not crispy like you're doing box braids crispy. It's not that deep to me. I know how to get glue out. That'll be the next video. I'll show y'all how to remove glue safely. But I do want to make sure my parts are semi-clean because I am putting glue directly on my scalp. You don't want it really on your hair, but directly on the scalp. So I'm clipping out the flyaways because my hair is freshly washed and I had a whole lot of flyaways going on. Grabbing my tracks. I want to say I got this hair from Asteria Hair. It's their kinky straight. I'm not sure exactly where I got it, but it's the kinky straight texture, or like the perm texture. Because when you're doing a glue-in, the most important thing is that the color matches and that the texture matches while you're leaving your hair out. Otherwise, it will not look right. It's going to look terrible. So going in with my track, I measured it, I cut it, I applied just regular, I think that's Salon GoPro or Hold Glue, something like that, right out the beauty store. And I just apply it very thinly and sparsely. You don't need a lot. Kind of waved it around to let it get some tack to it, let it dry, and then placed it directly on my scalp. I press down the ends, and you're going to notice that I don't put the track all the way to the edge of my hairline. You don't want to do that because then you won't be able to pull it up into a ponytail, half up, half down, things like that. The whole point of doing a style like this is so that your scalp is free. If you're somebody whose scalp gets easily irritated, or, you know, you just want to be able to scratch your head, that's the whole point of a hairstyle like this. So I don't put it all the way on the end because it takes away from the versatility of the hairstyle. I lay my tracks going, you know, from left to right, literally straight across up until about, I'll say, the halfway point of my head, because then you want to lay your tracks in a different pattern, in a different direction, so that you're able, like I said, to pull it up into a seamless ponytail and things like that. So I'm showing you guys again. I'm just going to pick up my track, measure it, cut it, apply the glue, and place it where it's supposed to go. Now you can see this part isn't as clean as the last one, and that's not intentional, but like I said, it's not that big of a deal because there's a way to get glue out where it just slides right out. Me personally, I use conditioner. I know some people like oil. I feel like with oil, it really breaks that glue down and makes it messy. You get a lot of those little black pieces. I don't like that. So with conditioner, I find that it just slides right out. But you see me just putting a little bit of glue, applying my tracks to my scalp, and just keeping it moving. I will give you another disclaimer. I'm not a licensed cosmetologist. I'm not a licensed hairstylist. I do my hair to the best of my ability, and it works for me. I have grown my hair out and cut it so many times that it is literally just not that deep to me. Like, it's just hair. It doesn't bother me. I've worn my hair in every hairstyle I could possibly think of. I've gotten braids. I do glue-ins. I do sew-ins. I do quick weaves. I do clip-ins. Like, whatever I feel like doing to my hair, that's what I do. And whatever works for me in that season of my life is what I'm going to do. So in this particular moment, I was in a rush. I had to go to work this day, and my hair wasn't done. So I was just tired of pulling it up every day because it was really starting to give me a headache wearing my hair up all the time. I don't like that. And I was like, you know what, let me just press it out because I knew I needed my ends clipped anyways, but I wanted some, like, volume and length to it, and that's what prompted me to do this hairstyle. So I'm going to show you one more time how I'm laying the track left to right. Measure, cut, glue, place. And then I press on the ends to make sure it's secure. That's why you see me pressing so hard, making sure it's secure. And if you see me talking in this video, I'm not crazy. I was talking to somebody behind me. He kept making me laugh, so I couldn't really focus. But moving right along, in the next clip, I'm going to show you how when I get to the midway point of my hair, I start to lay my tracks on the sides. And what I mean by that is you're going to place them literally on the sides. So start on one side of your head, on the bottom, and you're going to start placing them. I'm going to give you a bit of a lookbook right here, combing it through. And I really could have cut more. Now that I'm looking at the video again, I really could have took off like another ½ inch maybe because I don't like dead ends. That's not cute. The hair is not healthy. I don't like it. But see, it's giving scalp. Like, you can't see those tracks at all. This is really seamless. I love it. Moving forward, I'm just playing in my hair now, y'all. Being extra. So I think I laid maybe 4 more tracks. I only used one bundle for this style. So I went to the front of my head. This is my right side. I know the view is flipped. This is my right side. I parted out my edges because that's the part that I don't want any glue on. You never want to put glue on your edges. And even when I'm placing this track, I'm not going to the top of my hairline on my forehead. I'm about maybe a few centimeters back because you want to be able to style your edges if you're somebody who likes to do that. And you want to be able to pull it up in a ponytail, like I said. So I really should have gotten a better view. But it was so hard to place that camera, like, to get it where I wanted it to be. So I went ahead and just measured, cut, put the glue on, pressed very gently because my edges are so sensitive lately. I do not know why. On one side of my head, you can see my edges are very thin. And I think it's from the edge control. So I've been getting away from that and going back to jam and gel. And I'm just showing you guys here how far back from my hairline I placed that track because I don't put glue on my edges. Like, that's not the point of the goal of this hairstyle. So you're just going to follow that same process going all the way up until you get to your desired parting destination. I believe I did a side part. I did a side part for this hairstyle. So on one side, obviously, I have more tracks than I did on the other side. This is the less than side. I want to say I put 4 tracks on this side. I'm not sure if they're all in the video or not because I was going back and forth from recording. And in the next few clips, you're going to see that I actually changed the angle because you couldn't see it the higher up I went into the scalp. So I'm placing my next track. It's really simple. Like, you know, cut, glue, place. Okay, so that's where the camera angle changed. I was trying to get it perfectly aligned. But I know it looks like I'm gluing those tracks on top of each other. I'm really not. That's the side of my head where my hair is super thin that I was explaining to y'all about. I don't know why my hair is so thin on that side. It's very annoying. But I'm just following that same method, you know, measure, cut, glue, place. Real simple. until I got to the part that I wanted my hair to have. And you have to remember when you're doing this, when you're placing your part, you don't want to put your last track directly on your part because you need leave out. Like, you still need hair to cover that track. So just keep that in mind. And then in this next clip, I'm going to show you guys how full it is from the back to that one side. So you can, this is where I went in to see if I needed more tracks. Like, if I could see my scalp in those places, I put another track. But it was fine. It's really full. It was looking super healthy. The textures were matching almost perfectly. I was super satisfied with it. So now, of course, what you do to one side, you must do to the other. So I'm just going in on the other side, doing exactly the same thing I did. Look at him kicking his feet in the background. That's funny. Anyways, I'm placing the track on the other side, just getting it super neat, super organized, putting it where it really needs to be. And there you go. So in a minute, you're going to see how it all came out. On this side, I added more tracks. I ended up doing my part on the right side of my head. And you can see, like, as I'm playing with the hair, like, you can't tell me this is not my hair. I love a good glue-in. I don't know why people hate on glue-in so bad. If you had a bad experience, I understand. But guess what? I had a bad experience with a sew-in. People have bad experience with box braids. People have bad experiences with protective styles. I hate when people talk junk about glue-ins. Like, that's not where this came from. That's not where it originated from. This is the back in the day hairstyle. I feel like everybody has done this before. And it doesn't bother me to bring it back and do it again at all. Like, it's so simple. It took me an hour to do this. To literally wash my hair, blow dry it, press it out, clip the ends, and put the tracks in. And I still have this in my hair right now 4 days later as I'm editing this video. And, like, I don't know. People just, whew. It really be like the natural hair community, but I'm all for letting people do whatever they want to do with their hair. Hence the reason I started this channel. So as I'm working my way up, I'm starting to angle the front of my track. If you're paying attention to the, like, front of my forehead, you can kind of see. I'm placing the end of the track on a curve. That's why my part doesn't look straight. It doesn't look like a straight line. It's curved towards the front of my face because I want that hair to fall forward right there. You see where I just placed my finger? That's not a straight line. So I'm bringing it around my forehead so that it starts to fall over my eye. That's just how I like to wear my hair. And when I curl it back, I think it looks super cute. So I'm just going in and seeing how many more tracks I want to place. That's why I went back to that side. That's where my part's going to be. So I needed to flat iron that piece to blend it. And I'm just placing my side part. I wear my side part on a curve. I think it just looks the best for me and my edges. So I'm placing my part, flat ironing my leave out. And then this next look, it was given. I was done. This is a little bit later. I think I went and put some makeup on, got ready for the day, was about to head out. I'm just going through with the flat iron, I believe on 350. It might have been lower than that because I had already pressed my hair out, and I'm not trying to get more heat damage. But yes, look at that. Those textures match perfectly. I did go in and clip the hair a little bit to frame out my face where the bangs are. I clipped the very ends because I don't like that weavy look where, like, it's dead and stringy. So I clipped it even. Went through, I slicked my edges down. I think I used some Hicks edge control because I'm really trying out new edge controls because that last one I was using I did not like. It took my edges out so bad. So yeah, after you put everything in, you want to go through with your comb and just press it all out together. Get your flat iron, get your comb. Make sure it's really blended and it's one, like your textures aren't fighting each other. None of that's going on. Here I am again pressing out that edge because it looks super fluffy for some reason. So you just want to go in and make sure it's all blended. And then I'll show you guys how versatile it really all was. Like, from the back, you can tell. Like, you can't tell me this is not my hair. Like, it looks so natural. Look at that. It's scalp. It's giving scalp, y'all. It's so easy to pull this hair up into a ponytail when I'm rushing out for work in the morning, which is what I have been doing. You can't see the tracks at all. Put a little bit of gel in your edges and go. And it swings so pretty. Like, when I swing my hair, it looks so cute. And then here's another look, just playing with my hair, really showing you how it all came together. Putting it up in a ponytail. I think one day, the day after I did it, I ended up doing a half up, half down. That was super cute too, if I would have actually styled it. But yeah, just showing you what you can do with it. I loved it. I'm still loving it, like I said, because it's still in my hair. Average, I want to say it would last is about a week, week and a half. And that's simply because it depends on how often you wash your own hair. I like to wash my hair every week. Maybe 2 weeks at the most because I can't stand a dirty scalp. But if you go longer, it'll stay longer. Like, it's glue. It's not going to go anywhere. And honestly, my glue doesn't slip. Like some people's, I know they say their glue slips after 2 or 3 days. I don't have that problem, but I also don't sweat a lot. Like, if I'm going to the gym every day that week, then it might slip. But other than that, it ain't going nowhere. So I was super happy with the way it turned out. I hope y'all try it. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends. I'm still trying to grow this channel. I hope y'all can grow it with me. I really, really, really have been enjoying doing these videos and talking to everybody. And I'm just loving, the journey. So thank you so much for watching. And until next time, guys. Bye.